Turkey is a location where waters and roads intersect. A bridge which connects the Black Sea with the Mediterranean Sea and unites Asia with Europe. Marmaray connects Asia to Europe under the Bosphorus. The Eurasian Tunnel provides passage to vehicles alongside rail system under the sea. One of the biggest airports of the world, known as the third airport, is being built in Istanbul. The high-speed train tracks which reaches all the way from Pekin to London cross from Turkey. Turkey is calling everyone who is racing against time to cross through its gates, which became the shortest and busiest roads of the world, thanks to huge transportation moves performed in the last decade. All roads cross from Turkey, and Çandarli stands on the western gate of the historical Silk Road. Turkey's swift advances international trade becomes integrated with the global economy, and also takes huge steps in the maritime sector. Turkey makes the best of its geopolitical position and connects the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea to the world with investments in maritime transport. The 11.9% of the international commercial transportation is carried out by land, 0.2% by air, and 1.2% by railway. 86% of the transportation is realized by sea. The junction of the world is becoming the new logistic base of the world. Because Turkey is in the middle of all seas, the improvements in the logistical sector is transforming Turkey in the logistical center of Eurasia. The increasing number of high-capacity loads, the needs to transport those loads with better economical condition is the most important factor that affects the procreation and sale process of the companies. The increasing competition forces the companies into reviewing their procreation and sale process in order to be able to compete in the expanding market. The manufacturing costs of activities such as logistics regarding procreation and sales, storage and distribution must be kept minimal. The cargo from China, India, Japan and Korea passes through the Suez Canal, the cargo from Russia, the Baltic and the sea passes through to Aegean, and the cargo from NAFTA and Europe passes through Gibraltar to reach to the Mediterranean. The cargo gathered in the Mediterranean is distributed to other ports, their final destination through the limited number of hub ports. That's why Çandarli is a highly important port. When we compare Çandarli Port with the important hub ports which provide the freight circulation in the Mediterranean basin, we clearly see that Çandarli has major advantages over them. Using Çandarli Port means gaining time. The transshipment of a cargo that comes to Giotaura hub port through Gibraltar means that ships will have to cover a distance of 11,500 knots in order to reach the other mercantile ports. A ship that brings the cargo to Port Said through the Suez Canal will have to cover 8,500 knots. The ships that bring their cargo to Port of Praise by passing through both canals will have to cover 7,000 knots. If the same cargo comes to Çandarli Port, that number will be 6,500 knots. This is a huge advantage. The difference in distance during the cargo handling process in the closest port of transshipment is 500 knots. According to the international standards, the average speed of a container ship is considered 10 knots. So if Çandarli Port is chosen, a significant amount of the such as 50 hours will be gained compared to the other ports. This equals to 2 days and inevitably means a serious economical and commercial profit in the transportation sector. Using Çandarli Port means alternative transport connection. The historical Silk Road is resuscitating. The actualization of the Baku-Tbilisi Railroad will connect Çandarli Port to the Caspian Basin. It is also a significant advantage that Çandarli Port has connection to the Europe and Asia Road, the Aegean and Black Sea Road, the Aegean Seaway and the Mediterranean Seaway. Çandarli Port is also advantageous with its technological infrastructure. In terms of utilizing the cutting-edge technology that we have today, Çandarli Port will provide major time and cost advantage during all loading and unloading processes compared to the ports which have been built 50 or 100 years ago. Çandarli Port also means benefiting from its capacity and technicalities. With its 18 meters of world depth, Çandarli Port will initially have a capacity of 4 million TEU per year. After reaching a capacity of 80%, an addition of 4 million TEU will be done, and it will reach a total of 12 million TEU with a third edition. Çandarli Port, which is the one of the top 10 ports in the world will be among the top 3 ports in Europe in terms of container black file size. The world keeps on spinning, like it always does, but the business world finds new approaches to increase its speed, to provide easier access, transportation in trade, and speed in transportation becomes crucial. Turkey, as the new transportation center of the new world, is increasing its importance internationally in maritime transport and is getting ready for a bigger share in the global commercial transportation. With Çandarli Port, Turkey is becoming the epicenter of the global maritime transport. Turkey, the new logistic center of the world, the gate that leads to the world from the eastern Mediterranean, Çandarli.